Your DNA is aging 8 hours faster than it should be, and it's happening while you sleep. A 2024 Stanford study found that 73% of adults never reach the deep sleep stages required for cellular repair. You're not just tired, you're genetically deteriorating. Every night without deep sleep, your body fails to repair its fundamental blueprint. Here's what nobody tells you about sleep. It's not about duration, it's about the precise biological conditions, specifically the conditions that trigger DNA methylation, telomere repair, and the critical clearance of amyloid beta plaque. Miss these conditions and you're essentially accelerating into middle age. One bad night at a time. It is a slow cellular decay. Let's talk about what surface sleep actually does at the cellular level. When you don't achieve sufficient REM, catastrophic processes begin. First, your glymphatic system, your brain's waste disposal mechanism, operates at only 32% capacity without deep sleep. That means neurotoxic proteins like amyloid beta and tau start accumulating in your neural tissue, leading to irreversible decay. Second, your telomeres, the protective caps on your chromosomes that determine your biological age, begin shortening at an accelerated rate. A University of California study measured telomere length in poor sleepers. They showed biological aging equivalent to 6 additional years. And third, human growth hormone secretion drops by up to 42%. HGH is your body's primary repair signal for your cells. It triggers muscle recovery, fat metabolism, and most critically, it activates the enzymes required for DNA repair. Without adequate HGH pulses during sleep, your cells literally cannot fix the thousands of daily DNA strand breaks. These breaks are caused by daily oxidative stress and radiation exposure. Without repair, your genetic integrity is compromised. But here's the good news. 7 specific pre-sleep interventions can force your body into the exact state required for maximum repair. The science behind these rituals is irrefutable. Let's break down exactly how you can optimize your cellular health tonight. Ritual number 1. The Magnesium Glycinate Protocol. And no, this isn't about taking a random magnesium pill from the grocery store. 87% of the population is magnesium deficient, directly sabotaging your GABA-A receptors, the system that initiates sleep. Take 400 milligrams of magnesium glycinate, not oxide, not citrate, specifically glycinate, 90 minutes before bed. Why glycinate? Because it's bound to glycine, an amino acid that independently promotes sleep by lowering your core body temperature. Glycine also works by reducing glutamate activity in the brain, further calming the nervous system for deeper, more restorative rest. A Japanese study found that magnesium supplementation increased sleep efficiency by 14.3% in healthy adults. It extended REM sleep duration by an average of 27 minutes per night. That's an extra 3 hours of DNA repair per week. The mechanism? Magnesium activates the parasympathetic nervous system while simultaneously blocking NMDA receptors that keep you hyperalert. It's essentially a biological off switch for neurological arousal. Take it consistently for 14 days to see measurable improvements. Ritual 2 is controversial but scientifically bulletproof. The 67-degree Fahrenheit thermal drop protocol. Your core body temperature must decrease by 2 to 3 degrees Fahrenheit to initiate deep sleep. This is a biological requirement. Set your bedroom temperature to exactly 67 degrees Fahrenheit. Not 69, not 70, exactly 67. Research from the Netherlands shows this is the precise thermal sweet spot that maximizes slow-wave sleep without triggering awakening. But temperature control alone isn't enough. You need active cooling. Use breathable, moisture-wicking sheets made from bamboo or eucalyptus. These materials have 4 times the thermal conductivity of cotton, which means they actively pull heat away from your skin all night. Add one more layer. Take a hot shower 15 to 20 minutes before bed. It sounds counterintuitive, but here's the trick. When you step out of a hot shower into a cool room, your body initiates rapid peripheral vasodilation. Blood rushes to your extremities. Your core temperature drops dramatically. This temperature crash is the biological signal that floods your brain with melatonin and adenosine. A study found this reduced sleep onset time by 36% and increased deep sleep by 21%. That is cellular regeneration. Ritual 3. Red Light Mitochondrial Charging. This is where sleep optimization enters the realm of cellular biohacking. Your mitochondria, the power plants in every cell, require specific light wavelengths to optimize ATP production and melatonin synthesis. Install a 660 nanometer red light panel in your bedroom. You want near infrared and deep red spectrum specifically. 30 minutes before bed, expose your face and torso to this light from a distance of 12 to 18 inches. Accuracy matters. 660 nanometer light penetrates up to 8 millimeters into tissue and directly stimulates cytochrome C oxidase. This increases ATP synthesis without generating oxidative stress. More ATP means more efficient cellular repair during sleep. But there's a second mechanism. Red light exposure in the evening triggers pineal gland melatonin production without suppressing it. A study from Harvard Medical School found that pre-sleep red light increased endogenous melatonin levels by 29%. Red wavelengths signal to your suprachiasmatic nucleus that daylight is ending without the arousing effects of blue or white light. You're telling your brain it's safe to begin the sleep cascade while supercharging your mitochondria for overnight repair work. Now we're going deep into neurochemical intervention. Ritual 4, the glycine plus apigenin stack. This is the science-backed combination. This isn't marketing hype. These are peer-reviewed human trials. 3 grams of pure glycine powder mixed in water. Add 50 milligrams of apigenin from chamomile extract. Take this 60 to 90 minutes before bed for maximum effectiveness. Glycine is an inhibitory neurotransmitter that activates NMDA receptors in the suprachiasmatic nucleus, resetting your circadian clock. Second, it causes vasodilation in peripheral blood vessels, which drops your core body temperature. The signal we discussed in Ritual 2. A Japanese study in Frontiers in Neurology found that 3 grams of glycine before bed improved sleep quality scores by 26%. Subjects also reported reduced daytime sleepiness by 34% and improved cognitive function the following day. No fragmentation. Now, apigenin. This compound acts as a benzodiazepine receptor modulator, binding to GABA-A receptors like prescription sleep meds. But it does so without the tolerance, dependence, or cognitive impairment. 50 milligrams is the clinically effective dose. No morning grogginess. The synergy is remarkable. Glycine handles the thermogenic and circadian components, while apigenin provides the sedative effects. Critical note: apigenin can interact with certain medications, particularly blood thinners. Consult your physician before adding this stack. Ritual 5. The dark exposure protocol. We are not talking about dim lighting, we are talking about complete cave-level darkness. Even 3 lux of light exposure, roughly equivalent to a digital alarm clock, suppresses melatonin production by 50%. Your melanopsin receptors are exquisitely sensitive. They don't distinguish between moonlight and streetlights. They signal wakefulness. Any photon exposure signals your suprachiasmatic nucleus to halt melatonin secretion. This survival mechanism is destroying your sleep. You need absolute darkness. Install high-quality blackout curtains. Use electrical tape to cover every tiny LED on your electronics. If you can't control the environment, use a contoured sleep mask that provides a total light seal without putting pressure on your eyelids. Protecting your melatonin integrity ensures your body enters the deep, restorative stages required for genetic maintenance and repair. Ritual 6. Nasal breathing tape. This is perhaps the most underrated intervention for REM optimization and nitric oxide production. Mouth breathing during sleep is a biological catastrophe. It reduces blood oxygen saturation and forces the body into a sympathetic state. Nasal breathing, however, increases nitric oxide production. This is a potent vasodilator that improves oxygen absorption in the lungs. It also reduces sleep fragmentation and stabilizes your airway, preventing the micro-awakenings that pull you out of deep and REM sleep. Use a small piece of specialized surgical tape to gently seal your lips. You only need enough to keep the jaw from dropping open. This forces nasal breathing, optimizing your carbon dioxide balance and ensuring your red blood cells can release oxygen to your tissues. You'll wake up with more energy and better cognitive function because your brain spent more continuous time in restorative sleep stages. Finally, Ritual 7. Pre-sleep protein timing. This is about fueling the repair process during your longest daily fast. Your body undergoes significant repair during sleep. Muscle fibers and DNA require a steady supply of amino acids throughout the night. Consume 30 to 40 grams of slow-digesting protein, such as casein, 30 to 60 minutes before bed. It forms a gel in the stomach. This leads to a sustained release of amino acids over several hours, aligning perfectly with your sleep duration for constant repair. Research shows that pre-sleep protein ingestion can increase muscle protein synthesis rates by as much as 22% overnight. It prevents metabolic catabolism and ensures your body has the raw materials needed for overnight DNA repair enzyme activation. This holistic approach to nutrient timing contributes to overall physiological resilience, supporting both your muscles and your genetic future. Apply these 7 rituals to transform your sleep into a powerful engine for longevity. This is the path to protecting your DNA. By optimizing your sleep environment and neurochemistry, you ensure your body can perform the vital maintenance required for health. For more science-based longevity protocols, subscribe to the channel. I read every comment, so share your results below.